Good morning, my dear students. Like in today's class in the chapter electromagnetism, we are going to discuss the numericals on the torque due to dipole moment. Let me start the class. I think in the previous class, we lost the connectivity somewhere in between from here. So the torque here will be a restoring torque will act. So I think we have to really fight with the diagram there. Somewhere in the upper corner here, I'm showing it. So using this, you're supposed to analyze here the theta given. More than one options, they may trouble you with questions of these kind also. Just be careful. Okay, take the next one. This is a very good problem. Read carefully. Read carefully. All the numericals, what I'm bringing are, these are very fundamental thing, rather than something a student must know this. A student must have an exact picture of all these basic numericals. Okay, we are here now. He's asking, a wire of cross-sectional area A forms three sides of a square and is free to rotate about axis OO dash. So where the wire, that wire is what you can see here. If the structure is deflected by an angle theta from the vertical when current I pass through it in magnetic field acting vertically, upper density of wire is rho, the value of theta is given by, it's going to be in equilibrium. Actually, it lies in one plane. So we'll do one thing to, we'll make it this plane diagram. So let this be P, Q, R, S. So earlier, the rod PQ, it was vertical. And out the B bar like this, and this is PQ. Hope I'm able to give a better diagram with this one. Plain diagram will make it. Now it will get inclined. P, this is Q, this angle B. So this will make an angle theta. Now it's telling it's in equilibrium. It's going to be in equilibrium, that one. So how it is possible? I'm going to pass a current. Let's not bother how that current flows. So there is some mechanism here. I'll connect a battery. A current I will flow in this direction. Okay. A current will be flowing here. So now the BL force you bring into picture, B bar I. Cross-sectional area A. Forms a three, like a side, so let L be the length. Okay, look at the various forces. So first, the U will balance, the weight of that should be balanced by the torque due to dipole moment. But here we don't have a complete loop. We don't have a complete loop. If you want, you can bring equivalent opposite current element, or else calculate the force acting on individual arm. Force acting on individual arm. Now, what will be the force acting on the rod PQ? So B bar, okay, current, let's assume that somewhere the current will come here. There's an I. Okay, look at the current I now. The current I will be in this direction. Okay, B bar, there's a current. So how the force will be acting out of the plane of paper. Or you resolve B bar perpendicular to the rod and parallel to the length of the rod. So if you resolve this, one component will come B perpendicular, the other component will be B parallel. So again, the angle theta, this will be the theta. So B perpendicular, B parallel. So B perpendicular should be equal to B sine theta. B parallel should be equal to B cos theta. Force due to B parallel will be 0. B perpendicular, the force will come. Okay, now get into this one. B perpendicular, so how the force will act in this direction. The PQ will perpendicular rod. Similarly, on the rod OR, it will be equal and opposite. The force acting on the rod FPQ and RS will be equal and opposite. Hope everyone is able to understand. B bar, I don't have much directions here. I'm asking you to take how the force will act. Force will act perpendicular to the rod PQ, out of the plane of paper, according to that given diagram. So here that force, I'll show it here in this direction. There's no other way. You have to fight with the diagram here. Similarly, the force acting on the rod okay, this will be S R, the current will flow here. B perpendicular, again same, B parallel. What about the force here? B perpendicular current, so it will be into the plane. So what about the torque due to these two? Will be equal and opposite. So will be, they will not set up any torque about the axis, so this is the axis, no? Okay, though they will act, they'll set up equal and opposite torque. So I need to bother. So what I should bother about only the torque due to QR. Okay, we'll go for the torque due to QR. The current I. So here this will be, rather than this diagram, I'll suggest you go for this diagram. Current will be out of the plane. There's a rod. There's NQ you're seeing, and B bar you're seeing in this direction. Like B bar, current is out of the plane. So therefore the force QR will act in this direction. FRS equal to FPQ, and they'll be equal and opposite. Only torque will be set up by FQR. And that should be balanced by the weight. So let's get into the next part of the problem. Here, what are the other forces that will be acting? Weight mg. Let mass of the each rod, let me take that as mg. Okay, now let's go for the torque about the axis. Torque about OO dash due to weight. What all I should write? mg, length will take it to be L, mg L by 2, mg L by 2 sine theta, 2 times of that, plus mg into L sine theta. Okay, 2 get cancelled, so this will become 2 mg L sine theta. Torque due to the force BL force. torque due to magnetic force. So that should be equal to FQR into L cos theta, FQR into L cos theta. And how it will be? It will be in this sense. Both are in same sense, no? Both are in same sense. I think direction of current I should assume in a opposite way. Yeah, let me check it. So this is mg, torque will be like this, clockwise. This torque also clockwise. We should get anti-clockwise. No, I should change the direction of current. You didn't mention anything very random question. Okay, we'll change the direction of current. All things will change. Only the sense of torque will be different. This will be, now this force will become into the plane. This will become out of the plane. Okay, no big difference. This will become out of the into the plane. Then B bar current. So this force FQR will act in this direction. Now this will be anti-clockwise. Okay, or no? Torque due to dipole moment. So torque due to weight should be equal to this one. So this will become 2 mgl sine theta equal to FQR L cos theta. FQR, what is the value of FQR? That will substitute. So 2 mgl sine theta. This should be equal to BIL into cos theta. One L gets eliminated. So finally, expression for I is equal to 2 mg tan theta by B. The value of theta is asking us tan theta equal to tan theta is equal to BI. We'll simplify tan theta equal to BI by 2 mg. What is M? M is what we assumed it. So that should be equal to density rho A. One more L will come here, no?
Sir, BIL square.
Yeah, BIL. BIL. What is M? M should be equal to rho E has given density rho A into L. Tan theta equal to BI 2 rho AG. Very good problem. Student really has to put lot of effort here. Okay, make observation. Okay, the direction of current, we just assumed it. Okay, afterward the net torque was non-zero. I changed the direction of current. Okay, no. This is one more problem I'll give. So somebody. This one will take one more similar to first problem.
Sumlata?
Okay, I have to draw a cube. I will try to draw a better diagram. Yeah, fine. You see this? Okay, now I'll bring the straight lines. It's also a very good problem. So try to. This is what we have, a structure, x-axis, y-axis, the z-axis. A current I is flowing through it. Okay, there's a magnetic field, we'll bring it. B bar equal to 2I cap minus 3J cap plus 4 cap. I'll switch on. So I want and let the current be 10 ampere. We have to find out the net force on the loop, dipole moment, and the net torque. Find net force, dipole moment, and net torque on the loop. Is it a what you can do here now? You look at the different parts of the segment. Different parts of the segment of the loop are lying in a different plane. So therefore, what has to be done? So I should assume an equal and opposite current elements. So let's bring current element here. Okay, I think this will be enough, no? So a complete loop is formed. So here is what we have, one loop. Hope everyone is able to understand. So what do you mean by that? Loop is what I'm reflecting through this shaded diagram. Now get into the calculation part. Equal and opposite current elements are introduced. So now from there, calculate the dipole momentum of individual loops lying in different planes. Then take the vector sum. Can you assume any number of elements as any number of, but minimum number of current elements are to be assumed. That's the one rule is what I have put it. So everything what happened, what all that rule is there, is it practically satisfies or not? I think that matters a lot. Okay, now the current here. So current here will be in this direction. Current here, the equal and opposite current elements, when you bring it, will be of this kind. So now 1, 2, 3. This was a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. define dipole moment, net dipole moment of the loop. Let me write it in this way: M234 bar plus M374 plus M145. M1234. Okay, there's a loop of side length 10 centimeters. I'll give it 0.1 into 0. Okay, this will be M45. Where is M45? Off of it. Yeah, we'll get in. Now, what is M1234? This should be equal to current I into 10 centimeter, 100 centimeter. 100 centimeter will be 1 meter. So therefore, this will become only 1 into what is the direction? Direction of this should be I cap. M374. M374 should be J cap. I into this will be 1 by 2. J cap. 145 will be I into 1 by 2 square meter K cap. Okay, we know current I is equal to how much? 10 ampere. 10 I cap plus 5 J cap plus 5 K cap. This is M bar. Okay, once you know M bar, rest all other things you can. What about the net force? First net force should be 0, no? How I'm writing directly? Because you know that if a current carrying loop kept in a uniform Planck field, the net force should be 0. Dipole moment, we got it. What about the torque? Torque, I'll go for M bar cross B bar. B bar 2 I cap minus 3 J cap plus 4 K cap. I cross I will be 0. I cross J will be K. So this will be minus 30 K cap. I cross K will be minus J, minus 40 J cap. 5 into, so this will be J cross I will be minus K, minus 10 K cap. 5 4 ja 20, J cross K will be I, 20 I cap. K cross I will be J, 10 J cap. K cross J cross K will be I, K cross J will be minus I, so this will be 15 I cap. 35 I cap minus 30 J cap minus 40 K cap. So this will be the net torque acting on the loop. Will it rotate? Yes. What is the axis of rotation? This one. No, don't bring M bar. Try to calculate force on each arm and try to predict this axis. Not possible. Nobody can do this. It may take 1 day or 2 days. Trial and error, that too, we have to try and search everything. So what do this? This will give the unit vector. The unit vector will give the axis of rotation about which this loop will rotate. Hope you are able to understand. So how to calculate the unit vector about which it will rotate? N cap equal to tau bar by mod of tau bar. Mod of tau bar. So this will be 35 square, 30 square, 40 square. Calculate this then vector. So what is this unit vector? Unit vector along which the torque acting on loop is directed. Okay. So therefore that whenever the loops are incomplete, so what you can do, you can assume equivalent opposite current element and make it a some complete loop in a given plane, then define dipole moment in individual plane, then net dipole moment, vector sum of dipole moment of the individual planes. I think this is the one method. Remember, very easy. Anything numerical related to this will come, you can manage in the exam. Okay, make observation. I'll go for the next problem. Now this we have completed. Yeah, there's one more very good information based. Already it's some I'll read it. A ring of mass m, radius r, carrying current I, is lying in XY plane. The ring is made to rotate about an axis PP dash that is tangential to XY plane at an angle 60 degree with X axis and passing through center of ring. Uniform magnetic field B code B naught I cap and J cap is switched on. Find the instantaneous angular acceleration of the ring. If you want, I'll write it this content if you're unable to understand that scribbling. It's a very good question. B bar equal to B naught I cap, and it is making an angle. Okay, look at that, the green color, all some data also shown for you. First, we'll get into the problem. Inch, this is. About this axis only, it is permitted to rotate. Now we'll calculate the torque due to dipole moment. Okay, think on it. It's a very good problem. Okay, we'll calculate the dipole moment first. There's a direction of current flowing. So what is the dipole moment? M bar is equal to I into pi r square k cap. Then what about the magnetic field? B bar equal to B naught I cap minus J cap. So torque equal to M bar cross B bar. So I into pi r square k cap cross B naught I cap minus J cap. K cross I will be J. So this B naught I pi r square. Let me bring outside. K cross I will be J. K cross J. J cross K will be I. K cross J will be minus I. So this will become plus I cap. So therefore, altogether this will become B naught pi I r square B naught equal to I cap plus J cap. Look at this. It makes an angle 45 degrees. So therefore, this one I wrote some. The torque is set up axis about which restoring torque is set up due to dipole moment. What is that axis? QQ dash. The axis QQ dash will make an angle 45 degrees according to this. So that's what we are showing it. So torque due to dipole moment. Let me put here. But what is the thing? It is hinged about axis PP dash. So therefore, this hinge, what it will it permit it to rotate? The answer is no. The hinge overlapping will not permit the ring to rotate about axis QQ dash. In fact, it is made to rotate about PP dash. Okay, this I'll write it. X along the axis QQ dash. What to do now? A situation of like this, I think you go back to rotation mechanism. Torque is axial vector. Component of torque, which is acting along PP dash, you have to resolve that. So what is the torque acting along this direction? We'll take tau. So therefore, what is tau equal to? Tau B cos 15 degrees. Component of torque, which is acting along PP dash. I'm going to resolve that torque. Torque we are resolving. So then instantaneous angular acceleration about axis PP dash should be equal to tau PP dash by moment of inertia. And this will become tau B cos 15 degrees by moment of inertia about any diameter, mr square by 2. We'll substitute all the values. So I pi r square B naught I cap j cap m r square by 2. This is cos 15 degrees. R square get cancelled. So 2I pi B naught by m. Anybody cos 15 value? .96 into 2. Okay, this multiply with the 2. So you'll get 1.88 I pi B naught by m. Okay, this is the instantaneous angular acceleration. So now these are the problems, practical application problems. You want it to rotate about some other axis. Okay, take component of dipole moment torque setup about the axis about which it is the loop is hinged. I will take the next problem. This is definitely the best problem for a student.